my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is the Friday Challenge video. And it's a very special Friday challenge. I always try to make it special every time. This one is actually pretty cool. So tomorrow, as you're watching this, is Free Comic Book Day. So to celebrate Free Comic Book Day, I am going to have the challenge be Free Comic Book Day comics. So you can show anything you want, but it has to be Free Comic Book Day comics. And I'm going to show you ones that are key books. So sometimes Free Comic Book Day actually have first appearances or some major key related to them. Well, these ones are all first appearances or some key books. So we'll start with the first one. It is Ugly Doll Comics. This is actually the first appearance, I believe, of the Ugly Dolls, but it's more importantly the first appearance of Hello Kitty. So kind of a cool book. If you're a Hello Kitty fan, well, you probably want Hello Kitty's first comic book appearance. Well, it's in Ugly Doll Comics from Free Comic Book Day from 2013. Okay. Another one that you'd be surprised that this is its first comic book appearance is the Free Comic Book Day for Inspector Gadget is the first appearance of Inspector Gadget. There was actually a French comic that came out earlier, but this is the first American appearance. So Free Comic Book Day, Inspector Gadget. I forget when this is from. I believe it's like, I want to say 2017 era, I think around there. It was, or 2010, somewhere around there. That's a pretty wide range, but yeah. So look for Free Comic Book Day Inspector Gadget, and you get the first appearance of Inspector Gadget. A character that I really liked. I would always come home from school and watch Inspector Gadget as a kid. So Inspector Gadget. And then we got number 8 on the list is The Last Airbender. So Last Airbender actually appeared in a magazine, but this is his first comic book appearance, which is the Free Comic Book Day one. Now, this is one where it's actually not the Airbender. I just flipped it around. It's a flip book. It actually is 2 books in one. I'll actually have to take this one out just to show you. But you'll see. I believe this is actually a first appearance of some Clone War characters as well. So, so you get double the first appearances. So it's the first appearance of Star Wars The Clone Wars. But on the flip is the Last Airbender. This is from 2011. I'm more interested in The Last Airbender. I like I like the series a lot. And this is the first appearance of The Last Airbender in comics. So this is kind of a cool one. And this next one's a big one. It's actually got a few key appearances. So this is the Free Comic Book Day for One Punch Man. This is a pretty pricey book, actually. You look it up, it's crazy how expensive it is. But it's also the first appearance of My Hero Academia. Really good series as well. So One Punch Man is fun, but My Hero Academia is really good as well. So One Punch Man, if you're not familiar with the series, is basically he can kill any any super villain with one punch. He's a one-shotter. So very cool character. And they're thinking of making a live action or something with him. So it might be a funny movie. It was actually a very funny series. Next one is Zom 100. And this is the first appearance of Zom 100 and Demon Slayer. So both are very popular series. They actually made a live action of Zom 100. And it was pretty fun. There's a scene where there's like a zombie shark, which is kind of fun. So definitely one to check out if you like the live action one. It did a pretty good job. And the anime is quite good as well. So this is Zom 100, first appearance of Zom 100 from Free Comic Book Day. And then a series that I really, really like as anime is Solo Leveling. This is a Korean series, actually. And Solo Leveling first appeared in the comics in a Free Comic Book Day one. This one goes for about anywhere from $20 to $100, and I've seen a 9/8 go for $200 to $300. So yeah, Solo Leveling, first appearance. This is from like 2021, not that long ago. This next one, not as big, but actually wasn't a bad series. It's called Tress. I believe this was on Netflix. It says Netflix down here. This is from Free Comic Book Day 2021. So kind of a cool one if you like that series. And I'm not sure about this one. I think it is, but you gotta like look this one up. I couldn't find anything to verify what I'm saying, but I think I'm right that this is the first appearance of two major characters, Captain Underpants and Dogman. I couldn't find any earlier first appearances of them. Like obviously Dogman and Captain Underpants both appeared in Scholastic books, but I feel like this is the first comic book appearance. Now, I'd hope somebody can verify that to check out whether I'm right or wrong. I'm not sure. I looked it up, couldn't find anything, but I think this is actually their first appearance in comics because usually they appear in the book format. So kind of a fun one. And I'm not sure. That one, not so sure about, but could be. This next one is a really interesting one. I'm really into my super pets. Well, a lot of the villains actually in DC have pets as well. And the Joker never had a pet until, well, he had the laughing fish, but that's not really a pet. This is his pet, Jester. So this is Joker's dog named Jester, and the first appearance of that dog. So this is Barkman Asylum, and it's the first appearance of Joker's super pet. So kind of a funny one. Okay. And that was number 2 on the list. These aren't in any particular order. Some of them are better than others. The last one is actually an interesting one that you might want to try to look for. And you can look for other issues other than this one, but this is kind of the coolest one in a way because it's a Star Wars one. You got the Star Wars Tales. This is from 2002. This is actually from the very first year that they did Free Comic Book Day. So this is the very first comic from the very first Free Comic Book Day. There was a bunch of other titles that you could probably find from that same era, but I thought this one was cool. And it's got a nice little poster on the back. So yeah, so Star Wars Tales, and it's Free Comic Book Day 2002 exclusive. Hayden Christensen photo cover, and so this is the first Free Comic Book Day book. So kind of a cool way to end it, I think. So those are all the key appearances that I could find. I actually have a whole bunch more, but for some reason I was like searching through my collection. There's one for Umbrella Academy, first appeared in Free Comic Book Days. Monster High first appeared in Free Comic Book Days. Jackpot and Mr. Negative also first appeared in Free Comic Book Days. So a lot of Free Comic Book Days have key first appearances. So definitely worth dabbling in and looking for those key first appearances that appeared in Free Comic Book Days. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you want to participate, very easy. All you do is make a video showing your favorite Free Comic Book Day comics and use the hashtag Friday Comic Challenge. And you can even, put me in the description, like a link to my channel, and say, hey, Alan, check this out. And I will check out your video as well. So last week, actually 6 different channels participated. So I really want to thank the community for taking part in these free comic, Friday comic challenges, because it's, it's a good way for us all to engage with each other. So I hope more people get involved, and it can be a really fun activity just to, create some content for your channel. So again, thanks for watching. Bye for now.